Okay, so I'm actually seeing opposites in this card. This woman seems the opposite to this lion. She's peaceful. I know the lion's peaceful, but lions are usually not very peaceful. So I'm just seeing opposites here. So, okay, so there's something that you've been involved in. This is really good, actually, really nice. It feels like a job to me. It feels like work. But it's more than that. It's more than that. And it's not a hobby either. It's more than a hobby. It's almost like a calling. I think you've either started this already a while ago, maybe a year ago, maybe more even, quite a while ago, or it might be that you started planning this a while ago. Could be either of those things. I'm getting this really, really strong feeling that this thing is you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, I'll tell you an example. This is what I mean. When an artist paints, they're producing something, but they're in the painting. They put themselves into the painting. And, music artists put themselves into their music. So you are in this thing that you're doing. It's you. I really hope this resonates because it's such a rare thing to find. If you can find something that makes you feel like this, you're really, really blessed. So if this resonates, you're blessed. And if you are just starting this, or if you're just in the planning stages, it's going to do really, really well because it's very unique. It's you. You're not doing this to anyone else's specifications. It's all you. Fantastic. I love this so much. So if you have already started this, if you're sort of in the middle of this or wherever you are, I think you've had some ups and downs while you've been doing this. This is the contrast that I'm seeing. So, okay, so it's like, when your heart's in, I'm trying to explain this. When your heart's in something, when you're in something and you're criticized, for example, it feels more personal because it's you. So even though the rewards, the personal rewards are amazing, the personal lows can be huge as well. So if this resonates with you, whatever this thing is, it's a very unique thing as well. It's quite unique, I think. And you probably don't have many people around you who understand this. You might even hide this from some people because I'm getting a bit of secretiveness. Is that a word? Secrecy around this as well. But yeah, if this is you, try to reach out to other people who are doing similar things, because if you can do that, because you probably need that support. This feels really amazing, but it also feels quite lonely to me as well. You're on your own with this, so try and get that support if you can. Okay, the next card you have your past is the Six of Swords. Yes. I think you've lost a few people along the way, I think, in this quest to do this thing or on this journey, because whatever this is, it's very, very different. Everything about this is quite different, especially I think when you look at your background, because I'm seeing a contrast there as well between your background and what you're doing now. There's a big difference there. So yeah, I think some people have fallen away as you've progressed. I think you're going in the right direction, and I think you know that. I think you know that. You're not stopping. You're going to keep going. And you're really, really strong. I'm just looking at these two cards together, the Strength card and this one. And I think a lot of this strength, this determination, might have actually come out of a really difficult time for you. Because that's what I'm seeing in this card. It's like there's a lot of sadness, despair even, and it was around you for a long time, I think. And I think at that time when you're going through this thing, the worst of this, you saw everything through this kind of wall of sadness, because I'm just looking at this woman in this boat and she's sitting there. She's leaving someone behind, but she can't see what's ahead of her properly yet because she's looking through these swords. She can't see where she's going properly. So that's what life was like for you for a while. It was so sad that you couldn't even see where you were going. You didn't know what you wanted to do next. You were just totally lost. You couldn't see. And this wall's cleared now, but you don't feel that immense pain anymore, but I think a part of you might still be a little bit haunted by what happened then. You've still got that on your mind sometimes. And I think you've had other love connections and relationships since that time. But I think a big part of you still doesn't want to rush into anything now because of how that's all affected you. I think you have tried, but they're just, there just aren't many trustworthy people around. I'll just say that. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to be negative. This is what I'm seeing. This is what's coming up. It's like you've tried, but each time you do try, your trust's kind of broken over and over again, and then you're less likely to get back into love again each time this happens to you. And that's totally understandable. Now, I'm not saying everyone's terrible, you can't trust anyone, but this is the experience that you have had at this time. You've come across a lot of these kinds of people, sadly. Not everyone in your future is going to be like that, but you are going to be very careful because of that. I actually think there might be someone around you now in love. You might just be talking to them, I think. Yeah, you're being really, really fussy. And that's why you are. It's good though. I'm glad you are. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think you'll probably be scrutinizing this person and this relationship or this potential relationship for a while, which is a good thing. I think that's good. I think that's what you need to do. And I don't know if you have children. There's a child on this card as well. So if you do, that's probably another reason why you're so picky. And that's a good thing. You need to be like that right now, I think. Okay, so the last card you have your past is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I keep on seeing this. You're probably not all that interested in any love right now, really. And I know you're talking to this person that I'm seeing the Six of Swords, but I think they can feel that coming from you, that they can sense that you're kind of half-hearted, you're kind of picky, you're thinking, oh, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. And also I think your mind's just, and your heart and everything else is just focused on this work thing. I think that takes up a lot of your time, takes up a lot of your energy, your mental energy, and your mind's just on that all the time. And I don't think they can compete with that. They really can't, because really this is a love of yours. That's what I was seeing in the Strength card. This is you. Your love is in that, your time's in that, your energy's in that. Okay, so the first card you have your present is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Wanting to be alone. This is what I'm seeing again in this card. You want to be alone, you want peace, you want to feel content, and yeah, this is what's right for you right now. Not forever, but this is what suits you right now. And I think with this work thing, it's definitely going to pay off for you financially. Look at this. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. You've got the Three of Pentacles, and now that's tripled to the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever you're earning now with this, it's going to increase, and it might even triple. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, I think it might have already started to pay off a little bit for you, but not. It's nowhere near where it can be. There's absolutely more to come. And it's going to take some time though. There's a snail at the bottom of this card, and I think you know that. I think you're prepared for this to take time. You're quite patient. You're not always patient, but I think with this thing you are. You kind of know it's going to take time. You're not always patient. Okay, so the next card you have your present is the Four of Swords. Okay, so, right, this is what I'm seeing here. Okay, this is difficult. I don't want to upset anyone here. Okay, someone needs to hear this. There are a few things here. Well, there's two big things, two main things. Okay, I think you're still in a bit of pain. You're still getting over some past hurt, I think. I know you probably think you're already over things, and you are mostly, but I think I'm seeing nighttime. I'm seeing things happen. I'm seeing nighttime. So I think what happens is you wake up with this feeling of sadness sometimes. I hate to say this, and I hate to see this for you, but I think sometimes you might even wake up in the night and feel this sadness, and you kind of turn it onto yourself, if that makes sense. You're like, oh, it's my fault, I'm bad, I'm this, I'm that. Don't tell yourself that. I'm seeing that you might be doing that. It's a horrible feeling. It's hard to describe. I'm trying to describe what I'm seeing, but I think most of the time you're fine. I think it's just when you're in that kind of half sleep state that, you know, it just suddenly strikes you. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, oh, it's striking me. I'm feeling it now. That's what I'm getting. Now, the other thing is, okay, I'm getting this quite strongly. This is probably only going to resonate with a few people. Okay, right. There's an older woman and she took care of you. Not all the time, but some of the time. And maybe you used to stay with her in the holidays, or maybe you stayed over at her place. Maybe you slept there. And yeah, you held something of hers in your hands as well. I think it might be a pair of glasses or something made of glass or something like that. Now, she's been through a lot of hurt in her life. She's not here anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of hurt. She lost people. She took care of people. She's a survivor. And she sees herself in you, and she sees light in you. And yeah, there's this beautiful golden light. She has this golden light inside her. She wants to pass that light on to you. Now, okay, I know that probably sounds crazy to a lot of people. If it sounds crazy to you, or if it makes you angry or whatever, please ignore this. It's not for you. But for whoever this resonates with, you're being given a light. It's a positive thing. It's a beautiful thing. You're being watched over. Yeah, you're being watched over by someone who understands. I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand. I think that's the message that's being given to you. I understand. So once again, I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. I always feel a bit nervous when these things come up. So, okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, the last card you have here present is the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is turning into a bit of an abstract emotional reading. This is just how it's turning out. It's not my fault. I think this is a message for you, and it's kind of following on from some of what I was seeing in the Four of Swords. I think there's still a lot of old emotional energy that you haven't quite been able to get rid of properly yet. And now you have this beautiful golden protection around you, if that resonates. So it's what that feels is that golden protection. It feels safe. It feels really, really safe. So what I'm seeing is it's safe. It's safe. It's time. It's time to start exploring that, all of that energy, and working through that now and getting rid of those old energies. So if it helps, meditate, which is what the Four of Swords can be about sometimes, or you know, just do whatever you can do to work through this process. You can write things down when they come up. Automatic writing is good sometimes. Just don't suppress these feelings. Let them out in a safe way. I hope that makes sense. You know, just try to do whatever you can, whatever you feel comfortable with. It's not going to be easy. It'll probably bring up a few difficult things for you, but it's also going to bring up some beautiful realizations as well, I think. And at the end of this process, if you do this, you'll have this amazing growth, you know, with these water lilies at the bottom of this card. And there's peace here as well. There's a beautiful dove here. So if this all resonates, please do this. Go through this, because you deserve this end result. You deserve this peace. And if you get to this place of peace, I think a lot of things are going to start opening up to you. Okay, so the first card you have your future is the High Priestess. Yeah, this is a beautiful spiritual card as well. So yeah, this is another message telling you to explore this process. Okay, the other thing I'm seeing here is, I'm seeing a lot of questions actually. There might be a side of you that you might not be showing to some people. Yeah, I'm seeing that in the Strength card. Your background and the way you were brought up is it's very different from the way you live your life now. I don't think you're deliberately hiding things. And And I think there are probably a lot of people in your family who you don't see much of anymore. Not deliberately. I'm not seeing any falling outs or anything like that. You're just different. And, you're probably physically far away as well. There might be something coming up where you might have to see some of these people, I think, in some kind of, it's some kind of party maybe, or something like that. I don't think you mind. I think you're fine about that. But you're probably going to be on the receiving end of a few questions. What I'm getting is some of these people are going to see you almost as a bit of a novelty. I'm seeing oddity, novelty. Not that you're an oddity, I'm not saying that, but I think people are going to be a bit curious about you, let's say. So just be prepared for a lot of questions. You might want to have some answers ready if you want to. So just be prepared. Okay, the next card you have, your futures, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is really interesting. There might be a practical reason why you've still got this old energy around you. There is a lot of old emotional energy. It's still there, but there's another reason why it might not be easy for you to remove this energy. It can be done, and absolutely can be done. But what I'm seeing is you might still have to see, or you might still have to talk to this ex, this person who really caused you a lot of pain and problems and things like that. So, it might be that you have children together, because I was seeing a child in the Six of Swords. That might be why you still have that link to them. I think you might also have a financial link to them as well, because this is the Two of Pentacles and these two coins are linked. So, yeah, what I'm seeing is I think they're struggling with something right now, and it's a financial struggle. So you might have to deal with some kind of mediation or something, or it might even be, don't stress about this, it might be litigation, because you have the Justice card under this. So it probably won't go that far. I'll stick my neck out. Okay, I'm going to stick my neck out and I'll say it won't go that far. I don't think it will. So if this is resonating, I think you'll be able to negotiate whatever this is that you need to negotiate. You're a sensible person. You can handle these kinds of things. And just know that whatever's going on with them, it's not going to affect you financially, because you have a lot of pentacles in this whole reading. And I've been seeing a lot of positive growth for your money as well in this. So yeah, there is something here, some kind of money negotiation. It's kind of going up and down. You have your say, they have their say, up, down, your side, their side, that kind of thing. And that, you have a few clashes in your past as well, with these two ships crashing in the background. But yeah, you've learned from those old clashes. You do have a temper sometimes, I know that, but you'll be fine with this. You'll be quite level-headed, I think, with this. Okay, so the last card you have, your future, is, yeah, Justice. So yeah, again, I don't want you to stress about this, because what this usually means is fairness, a fair result, the right result is going to come out. And I think there's also something that you're going to find out about this ex, because if you look at this card, there's a curtain behind this woman, and it's like something's not revealed yet, but it's going to be at some time. So there's something you're going to find out. You're obviously not interested in them, so it's nothing about that. They've caused you a lot of problems. You're not interested in them romantically anymore. But this is something that's going to be revealed, and it's a financial problem, I think. They started something, I think it's a business or something like that, and I don't think they were very well organised. I'm just looking at this Two of Pentacles again. I think they're a bit like the Two of Pentacles, kind of juggling these coins around and not being able to handle them properly. It's funny, because if this is all resonating, you're both running these kinds of businesses or projects or ventures or whatever, because you've got this thing in the Strength card, and you're going to do really well with this. Yeah, it's a bit like the hare and the tortoise. I think they rushed off without being organised properly, and you're more like the tortoise. Things are coming along slowly for you, and that's what I'm seeing in the Nine of Pentacles, because there was a snail in that card. So You're going slowly but surely and then kind of rushing in and making a mess. That's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, again, don't worry when you see justice, courts, things like that. It's going to be okay. You won't lose financially. You'll be absolutely fine. I think they will be a little bit embarrassed when they know that you know this thing about them. But again, you won't lose out. I keep on seeing that. So please don't stress. But this is really interesting. I think when you find out what this is, you'll say, oh, that makes sense. It'll be interesting.